Alaikum, Worahmetulahi, Woberekatuh. I'm Muhammad Rashid Kamal.
And I'm Ashadi Rashid.
Welcome to Akhirah TV. Today we'll talk about Tawakkul. Tawakkul is an important topic in Islam. What is Tawakkul, Ashadi?
Tawakkul means trusting in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Yes, trusting in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's plan is called Tawakkul. You are putting, while you are putting your effort, you're putting your trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala so that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can help you. Now, we can take a look at a good example. Let's say, maybe you're not a good driver, right? You don't know how very well driving, but you still have driver license and have a car. You're sitting in the car in a foggy environment while you're driving. You know, sometimes we might panic. Hey, I might end up in accident, things like that. Now, how can we get help from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this situation?
So you would also try your best to drive the car, but while also trusting in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because if you just sit there idle, not moving, then Allah is not going to help you because you're not trying you're also not trying. So always make sure to take your part in helping yourself, but also trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Exactly. You may have an exam coming up, certification exam or whatever you name it. You've been studying, for the past month or so. And when that day approach, you may start, panicking. I'm going to sit for an exam, okay? Because you don't know what question you're going to be asked. Now, in this situation, remember, you put your own effort studying hard, right? And now, when you sit down for this exam, hey, you have to ask Allah, Ya Allah, make it
easy for me.
Easy for me and easier for me, subhanallah. And if you trust your trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to make it easy and make the exam very easy, and then you eventually pass it. Now, in the Quran, we can talk about a couple of examples from the story of the prophets to see as an example for us to learn about Tawakkul. I will go ahead and start, before actually we start from Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Ashadi, can you go ahead and tell us about Prophet Musa alayhi salam? How he used Tawakkul, like a very good example of Tawakkul. Okay, would you please go ahead and explain that for us?
So when Prophet Musa sallallahu alayhi salam was going to the sea, and then everyone was panicking because the sea was there and they didn't know how to cross.
The Red Sea, Allahu Akbar.
And then Prophet Musa alayhi salam said, "It's okay, everyone. If you trust in Allah, everything will be all right." And then when he had his staff, and then when he hit it on the ground, the sea split open.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
And then they were able to pass through with ease.
Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar.
Trusting in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What did he say? Musa alayhi salam. What did he say? Indeed, Allah can guide him. Because believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Allah is with us, subhanallah. But other people were panicking because the pharaohs, they are coming. They are huge in number. They can't even see the end. See how big they are?
Yes,
wow. They are a lot. So because of that, their opportunity was in front of them. There is an ocean, Red Sea. The sea is in front of them. And behind them are the pharaohs. See, then Prophet Musa alayhi salam follow Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's commandment to hit the sea with his staff, to hit the sea. Okay, then what happened? Allah created a passage. Allahu Akbar, a passage through the ocean. See, the sea. See, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can create that. In our imagination, it is very hard to understand. Subhanallah, and accept such kind of situation. But this is the story on the Quran. We can understand. So that's what Tawakkul is, right?
Yes, Tawakkul.
Now, Shadi, remember, right?
Yeah.
Some kids, like a baby kid or a younger kid, if you give them breakfast, a pancake, are they gonna save half of the pancake for their lunch?
No.
Tell me why.
All because they expect you to give them other food for lunch.
they trust in the parent that they will have something for lunch or for dinner. They don't worry about lunch or dinner. When you give them breakfast, they just eat everything. That's it. You see how they have how their tawakkul is very strong,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Yeah. So we need to have that kind of tawakkul as well. Okay? Trusting in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Trusting in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah can make things easy for us. Not just sitting and idle. Maybe the baby is sitting and idle, right? He's not doing anything. But we human beings, while we praying, while we driving, while we doing our work, we have to put our trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now, there's also a story. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, the disbelievers was chasing them while they was in Mecca. Okay? During that time, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, with their great companion Abu Bakr Siddiq radiyallahu anhu, Abu Bakr Siddiq radiyallahu anhu, they ran away, right? Shadi? And they hide themselves where? Yes, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. In the cave. Like in the cave, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Now inside the cave, remember what happened. See, these people, they came and followed them. Now Abu Bakr Siddiq, it's very, very, very difficult moment, right?
Yes.
Now what happened was, just listen. What happened was, Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu anhu saw the leg of those people who was chasing them, right? He saw the leg, and then he feared not for his life but for the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, because Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam bring this religion to the whole world, subhanallah, to guide. And now he didn't scare for his life. Just listen. But he scared for the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And then he said, Ya Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, if these people saw, just listen, if these people saw, they, just below their leg, just like that, they might gonna find us. Allahu Akbar. And Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, what do you think will happen for two companions? The third will be Allah. What do you think will happen for two companions? The third will be Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What do you think will happen? Allahu Akbar. See, the tawakkul Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam in that occasion.
Yes, very good, very strong.
Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu
Akbar. Do we have that tawakkul today? Ya Jama'ah, just ask yourself. Shadi, ask yourself. Ask yourself, do I have that kind of tawakkul
today?
Right. Do you? Tell me.
Yes.
Do you have a tawakkul?
Yes.
We need to have that.
We need to have that tawakkul.
How can we have
tawakkul?
How can we develop? Yeah, just listen, Ashad. How can we develop tawakkul? It doesn't come just by reading the stories. It doesn't come just by reading the stories or talk about the stories. It comes through Iman. We need to trust Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And again, it's not just you sitting and idle. Trust Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. While you study for your exam, remember this. While you study for your exam, just say, Ya Allah, make it easy for me.
Make it easy for me.
Okay? So you have shortcomings. I know you're not 100% accurate in everything, right?
Yes.
But while you're still working hard, and again, remember, listen. Put your effort, there's no reservation, and then put the ultimate final result to who? To
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Why is that it could be good?
It could be good
or bad. Good or bad. It's from who?
It's from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. We need to have that level of tawakkul. Just remember what happened to Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu anhu and Prophet Muhammad in the cave. While the Quraysh, while the Quraysh was there. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Now Shadi, put that in your mind. Prophet Musa alayhi salam, Prophet Musa, in that situation, the ocean, the Red Sea is in front of them, right?
Yes.
It's in front of them. They have the option of either being submerged or being hunted and killed by the people, by the pharaohs who are following them. Allahu Akbar. See, they put their tawakkul on who? Inshallah, we're going to cover more in detail on this upcoming Jum'ah about tawakkul. We'll take a look at some action points. How can we change our lives through tawakkul? Please join us this upcoming Jum'ah, which is going to be, inshallah, day after.
2 days.
In 2 days. Yes, inshallah. In Washington, D.C., Ivy City Masjid. And also, we have live sessions going to be going from Akhirah TV. Charlie, go ahead and tell us some closing remark, please.
So, to summary everything that we talked about, always have tawakkul in Allah, but also do your part in helping yourself. Because if you have an exam but you don't study and you just keep on saying, Ya Allah, please help me, Ya Allah, make this easy for me, then it's not going to work, because you also have to take your part in. And also remember what happened to Abu Bakr Siddiq and Prophet radiallahu anhu and Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. And also don't forget also what happened to Prophet Musa alayhi salam. So always keep those in mind when you're thinking about tawakkul in Allah, trusting in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. MashaAllah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, I want to say thank you so much for joining us. Up until next video, I'm Muhammad Rashid Kama.
And I'm Ashari Rashid.
Wassalamu alaikum warahmatullahi
Wabarakatuh.
Thank you so much.